to your world.
Hello, good evening and welcome to Weekend News Update on Baina TV. This news is coming to you live from Atomic Junction, Benab House, Medina. We bring you top stories that have been making headlines during the week. Now, here are some top stories of the week. Ensure the will of the people is implemented, says Catholic bishops. Field officers bemoan delay in payment of allowances. Volunteers clash with police at Legon. A $3 million loan from World Bank hits Bank of Ghana's account. Details of the stories comes up shortly. Thank you for staying with us. Don't forget we are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Baina TV. Moving on to our first story. The Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference has urged for collaboration between President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin to ensure the implementation of the People Ward amidst the ongoing stalemate over the anti-LGBTQ+ bill. Currently, there is a deadlock between the executive and legislative arm of government over the anti-gay bill. While the President has halted the transmission of the bill, the Speaker of Parliament has suspended the approval of new ministerial nominees, citing a court case. In an interview with the media, Reverend Matthew Kwesi Gyamfi, President of the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference, emphasized the need for both the executive and legislature to work together in the interest of the public. Reverend Gyamfi expressed his surprise that the President has not yet signed the bill and called on both the President and Speaker of Parliament to do what is lawful and constitutional to avoid causing unnecessary worry amongst the public. Field officers hired by the Electoral Commission for the 2023 district-level elections are expressing frustration over the delay in receiving their payment. Ni Ajin Tete, a contracted presiding officer, shared his concern with the media, highlighting prolonged wait for payment.
Field officers played crucial roles during the elections, which involved training and deploying over 100,000 officials to 38,000 polling stations nationwide in December of the preceding year. Despite assurances from the EC regarding timely payments, the officers hired to receive their stipends. He said they were given forms to fill with their bank details. However, have not heard anything, and it is not only about a particular constituency but across the whole nation. He concluded that the Electoral Commission hasn't released money to those who worked in the field since the last election.
And away from that, the recent increase in the composition of the reconstituted Tema Oil Refinery Board has drawn concerns from the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, COPEC. In a letter dated March 18th, President Akufo-Addo announced the reconstitution of the Tema Oil Refinery Company Limited Board with 11 members, signed by Secretary of the President, Nana Bediatuo Asante.
COPEC Executive Secretary Duncan Amwa noted that this is a larger group of people than on the previous board. He emphasized that the refinery might face financial difficulties as a result of the additional board members, especially considering that it is currently operating below capacity. The energy think tank's executive feels that
Dr. Prempeh challenged those advocating for the ECG to issue a load-shedding timetable to come up with their own proposed schedules a timetable if they believe it is necessary. He questioned the rationale behind creating a timetable when the ECG has stated that there is no such plan in place. He also suggested that the minister's remarks reveal his anger and disrespect towards the Ghanaians who have contributed to his current position. He stated stated that the comment by Honorable Matthew Opoku Prempeh is very unfortunate. It is a sign that there are groups of people who simply cannot care about how people feel. The comment by Honorable Matthew Opoku Prempeh is disrespectful to the people who voted for him and whom by their grace made him a Minister of State, he stated.
On the 26th of March 2024, to volunteers, officials have withheld their promised allowances of 2,000 Ghana cedis each, as well as their transport fare of 500 Ghana cedis per head. They are demanding allowances for different roles such as protocol and ceremonies, transport, accreditation, accommodation, janitorial, crowd control, medical, logistics and supply, games venue, catering and language liaison, flag bearers, placard bearers, and marshals, among others. This incident has gained attention since it occurred barely 4 days after the official closing ceremony. It is particularly concerning considering leaked documents that shows millions of dollars were spent on the game. Kelly Gejekpo, the board chair of the Ghanaian Electricity Company, has resigned. The resignation is effective right away. It is said that he resigned for private reasons.
In order to play a strategic role in ensuring energy sufficiency, Kelly Gejekpo was appointed to the board in 2017 by Boakye Agyakong, the then energy minister with over 20 years of experience in investment banking. Mr. Kelly Gejekpo is an entrepreneur who has contributed to the development of numerous businesses, most notably the DataBank group of companies, which includes DataBank Assets Management Service and DataBank EPAC Investment Fund Limited. He is the enterprise group board chairman at the moment. He also serves as chairman of DataBank Foundation, the DataBank's Group Cooperative Social Responsibility Division.
3 officers of the Ghana Police Service died in a road crash at Chechirue on the Accra-Kumasi Highway on Wednesday, 27th March 2024. In a statement from the police said they were on their way for operational duties when the fatal crash happened. The Ghana Police Service has described the officers who passed away as gallant personnel. As per Ghanaian tradition and the Ghana Police Service regulations, complete information will be provided to the public once the families of the bereaved officers have been officially notified. Moving on, $300 million loan facility from the World Bank to Ghana has officially been released for budgetary support. The amount was credited to the central bank's account from the World Bank for Crisis Response and Resilience in Ghana as part of the Resilient Recovery Development Policy Operation. This fresh foreign inflow will increase the Bank of Ghana's buffers to help in the recovery of the economy and slow the depreciation of the cedi. The fund is expected to also restore fiscal sustainability, support financial sector stability and private sector development, improve energy sector financial discipline, and strengthen social and climate resilience. The Finance Minister, Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, has stated that the government will adhere to the World Bank-supported development policy operations despite it being an election year. Specific reforms supported by the financing series included strengthening domestic revenue, removing barriers to prevent investment, setting the energy sector on a sounder financial and operational footing, strengthening the country's social protection system, and mainstreaming climate adaptation and mitigation across policies. Ghana is expecting a total disbursement of about $1.2 billion from its development partners, namely the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and the African Development Bank before the end of 2024. The Greater Accra Regional Director of Ghana Health Service, Dr. Akosua Ejewa Owusu Sapon, has dismissed claims that a 3-day-old baby died at the Tema General Hospital in the evening of Tuesday, March 26th due to a power outage. In an interview with the media on Thursday, March 28th, Dr. Owusu Sapon stated that hospital equipment had power storage, ensuring continuous treatment of patients and babies on monitors or oxygen during the power outage.
Dr. Akosua Owusu Sapon explained that investigations from the hospital confirmed the power outage on Tuesday evening, during which their generators initially functioned but later encountered a fault that took approximately 2 hours to rectify. She stressed that despite the blackout, all monitors in the ward where the babies were housed remained functional. She explained that if a baby died, it is not because the baby did not receive the necessary care as a result of the power outage. She said all the machines were working. The Greater Accra Regional Director of the Ghana Health Service stated that all the babies in the facility who needed oxygen received one. She said the storage in the various equipment were working and every baby on that ward received the necessary treatment and